Hey guys, it's Multimedia 7 here to do a Gemini zodiac sign reading. Now, this message was made on June 13th, 2024 on a Thursday at 12:31 p.m. at 13%. Travel heavily aspected because it is a Thursday. The zodiac signs of Gemini, Scorpio, and Pisces highly significant. Now, the message throughout this day, or for this message itself, is the occult, double the intuition, double the communication manifesting value of feminine joy protection. Because it's a PM reference, it has to do with feminine joy protection or at the second part of the day. The overall message correlates is in reference to 1 crow, 3 crows, Romans chapter 2 and Romans chapter 3 in the Bible. International version. I have the message Powder Puff Girls. I know there's an animated cartoon that's named Powerpuff Girls, but it's called Powder Puff Girls. Take that how that resonates. Something about a Brim father. Now, I know the Brim, I thought of it in 2 different ways. Brim as in the occult group, and Brim as in the convenience snack. Now, the 1 crow meaning is in reference to, it means a prophecy, impending transformation, or an upcoming change in a person's life. The 3 words that was highly significant in this, using number decoding, is a prophecy, transformation, and upcoming change. Now, the other day, I overheard from neighbors of a different ethnic group, and something was going on in my personal life. Nothing too major, but it was major for other people for whatever reason. These people I have never spoken to, even them being neighbors. When they seen something going on, I just heard one of the ladies yell out, "Oh my goodness, the prophecy, it's the prophecy, this is the prophecy." And I'm just like, noted, alright, because just because you don't think other people are watching or paying attention or may know or may not know something, that was just, relevant for whatever reason. Now, the 3 crow reference is of European legends and mythology. So that is something I found quite interesting. 3 crows meaning is portents or harbingers of doom or death. Very interesting. Now, in Romans chapter 2, the name of the chapter correlates and means and says God's righteous judgment. It then reads, "You therefore have no excuse, you who pass judgment on someone else, for at whatever point you judge another, you are condemning yourself, because you who pass judgment do the same thing." Now, using number decoding, the message reads, "No excuse, who pass judgment on someone else. At whatever point, judge another. Condemning yourself, who pass judgment, do the same things." How ironic. So some sort of transformation, in a good way, is going to come, but it may be a bittersweet moment, because that harbinger of doom or death is very interesting. And the fact it was 1 and 3, the numbers, so that is God's intuition and communication manifesting that this is potentially to happen in some sort of situation. Now, in Romans chapter 3, the overall paragraph's message is called God's faithfulness. So someone could have been praying, someone could have been faithful to God. The name faith can be relevant. So it says and reads, "What advantage then is there if being a Jew, or what value is there in circumcision? The way it says Jew is very significant. For a reason, the pen wasn't allowing me to write Jew at the moment. So it says Jew or what? Jew or what? That phrase is highly significant. The way it's even written out, it looks like Jeuv. I don't know if there's a relevancy there. The number to quote in reads, advantage, being a Jew, value, and circumcision. So then that comes into a different conversation where there's some sort of advantage Jewish people have based on ethnic background, lineage, tradition, but most importantly, value. Most people, when they speak of Jewish people, the first thing they correlate that to is with what? Money. Now, there's something about circumcision. I'm not sure if Jewish people believe in circumcision. I know circumcision only pertains to the male child or male person, I guess, but something about circumcision, and when you do circumcision, you need what? A knife. You need something sharp. I'm hearing the reference, iron sharpeneth iron. Iron Man? It gets interesting, right? Mind you, these are all messages that have been written out 2-3 years prior. So so I guess there were times where I don't know, this message was put into place. Let's continue on with the message, not be distracted. Now, the Powder Puff Girls reference, right? The highly significant word after Romans chapter 3, and this Powder Puff Girls message, the word powder is highly significant. Powder can stand for two different things. Powder can stand for, well, it can stand for many different things, but in this reading, two things came to mind. Powder as in drugs, which would be a Pisces reference, or powder as in makeup, which can also be a Pisces reference. Now, Puff Girls, keep that in mind. The analogy for Powerpuff Girls or Powder Puff Girls is PPG. When using number decoding, the first thing that stands out is PG, as in parental guidance, which as in like TV ratings. The two other letters left out is P and S, so PS. So Puff Girls, PS, PG. Now, in the show Powerpuff Girls, there are 3 young girls. You know the backstory. If not, you can go look into that. The backstory is quite odd, but neither here nor there. Just know that 3 girls are triplets. One is a fire sign, which I presume to be the eldest of the 3 siblings. And the other 2 are the earth and the water sign. So there's alchemy going on here. Now, when you think about powder, right? Before I get into that, I want to bring in that brim reference again. You need to know that that brim reference associates with the color red. Red is also associated with what? Fire. So a fire sign reference. A fire sign reference, then you have the eldest daughter there, which her name is Blossom. So you have Blossom, which is the fire sign, Buttercup, which is the earth sign, and then you have Bubbles, which is the water sign. Bubbles, which is a water sign, and her name is Bubbles, and you know that has to do with air, so it's a water-air combination there. Now, for whatever reason, drew a pyramid. At the top of the pyramid, in correlation to the Power or Powder Puff Girls, smoke is at the top. On the left hand side is eat, and on the right hand side is drink. Now, The way the pyramid was drawn out is went from top to bottom. So smoke, then at the bottom right of the pyramid is drink, which is some way affiliated with the gang affiliation of the fire sign. The drink and the smoke is also correlated to the Jews. And because the word powder, affiliation of gang affiliation and distribution, has to do with the powder of cocaine. When you use number decoding and you look clearly, you see coca, which stands for two things: chocolate or the company of Coca-Cola. Take that how that resonates. That's the message. Be blessed. $1 trillion at the top of the day.